This is Fred Beck from Fred Talks Fighting. I'm joined by Mams Taylor. Just finished the press conference. I'm a big fan of your outfit.
Are you actually?
How come you're wearing sunglasses inside though?
Because I've got bags under my eyes from all the work I do, Fred.
That's a good answer, actually.
It's the truth. It's the truth. It's horrible. I don't... Do you recommend any creams or anything that could bring the swelling of the bags down?
No, I got bags. That's why I don't smile as much anymore, because you see the bags so much. It's so much more obvious, I would say.
Because, I need to sleep a little bit more, but after Saturday I can get a rest for a couple of days.
So we'll just touch on the card before we go into a few other topics. Obviously, you said it's kind of more of a community card, very, very competitive fights. Which kind of fights stand out to you the most?
In terms of an ode to the community and the support we've had, I think Most Wanted being on the card and Fox being on the card. Fox obviously has a bit, definitely has a following that's growing. And I spotted Fox before Misfits 001 because I liked his content. It was weird and quirky and cool. And I thought, you know what, you're perfect for being involved in Misfits. That's why we made him the ring announcer for the first one. Remember that? So seeing him go from there to here, I'm very proud. I can't help having a sense of pride about that. And I see how excited he is. I feel the same way about you as well, but you don't want to fight, so...
I'm better off doing interviews. I think Fight of the Night for me is probably OJ Rosie, Ashley Raksu, in terms of being a 50-50 and being so competitive.
Yeah, big fight. They've both proven themselves, more than proven themselves. I think it's going to be... it's definitely a fighter of the night contender, isn't it? And styles make fights. I'm just excited to see how it goes down. When I visualize this fight, I do see someone getting stopped. I won't say who, but I think someone will get stopped.
Certainly, we'll find out on Saturday. One last thing, Ed Matthews and the mystery opponent. There's been a lot of guessing online. Jay Swingler, everyone's saying, now we're saying it's Dad from America, you fought on the Predator Clash card. Is anyone getting any of these guesses right?
Maybe, yeah, we'll have to wait and see. I'm not giving anything away, Frederick.
Okay. And why did you tweet a picture of Jay Cartwright from the In-Betweeners, of his tie, knowing that everyone in the UK loves the In-Betweeners?
I love the In-Betweeners.
You love it too, huh?
Yeah, friend! Some people guessed why, some people didn't, and let's just see how it all turns out.
Okay.
Maybe he's the mystery opponent.
Never know. Imagine. That's sure, we'll get some reaction, of course. Let's talk about this then. The Brazil card has been very hyped up for a very long time. Are we expecting that next month, or do you think it'll be more of a March or April time card?
I'll be able to announce stuff pretty soon, hopefully. We're just working on tying some loose ends.
So there won't be an announcement after this fight, will there?
We'll see.
Okay, maybe. Maybe it's still a chance.
You try and look for little nuggets of exclusives, don't you?
Well, I'm sure a lot of people will be tweeting it, everything you say out, quoting it, taking it for Bible, taking it for gospel.
I'm not saying that much that was interesting, but how... I really like that. It was a tidy press conference. It was like... I was very cringe, but I think Elle beat me as well. She was more cringe than me.
Well, the cringe moments do go the most viral, and
Yes.
they get clipped the most,
Oh,
therefore...
God. I've been viral for looking like a squirrel, and hopefully that's not going to happen again. But I think Elle saved me. I think she outdid me. I don't get it. She can read, can't she?
No, I think the whole thing behind it was trying to say that AJ won't be promoting as much and is more boring. And so she was kind of trying to take the piss out of AJ. I think that was the kind of the gist of it all.
And I thought that, but I think she should have made it a little more clear.
Anyway, I've got a couple of notes I wrote down last night on text. I told everyone I was going to talk about this. Danny Aarons versus Jack Doherty. They've been going back and forth on Twitter quite a lot. Have you spoken to either man? Can we make this happen on Misfits?
I've spoken to Danny a bunch. He's keen. He wants to go. Jack, I don't think has started really. I think he's just kind of trolling. I'd love to see him in the ring, but he has not expressed interest to me yet.
Okay. So you think we'll see Danny Aarons on a Misfits card this year?
Yes.
Okay, nice. Good to hear. He's a very big name. Definitely blowing out quite a lot recently. Adin Ross streaming a few fights on Kick. He's definitely making some noise, saying he's going to have HS Tiki fight on one. What are your thoughts on all of this?
We'll see how it all plays out, but I think that, look, I welcome other people doing this, but I would just really want them to do it safely. And I hope he takes the precautions and takes the measures to really, make sure people are of suitable weight, and of suitable, there's a commission or something that's testing and making sure people pass their medical tests, things like that. So this isn't a joke, and look, whatever happens with them, I hope it goes well. But if something does go wrong, I don't want it to be a reflection on us, which inevitably to the casual person it will be. And I would really hope that they take more precautions than they did in the last event, if you want to call it that.
Well, the last one they're fighting in bare feet, which definitely seemed just a little bit odd to say the least. So what's the real reason that HS Tiki Toki is off his card, since it wasn't fully cleared?
You'll find out soon.
Okay, sounds good then. Let's talk about this then. KSI hinting to a comeback on stage there. Anything you can read into that at all?
I can't.
But it won't be Jake Paul?
We'll find out.
You've got a lot of we'll find out answers today, man.
You ask me a lot of tough questions today. You want to give me a hard time, don't you, Fred?
We haven't done an interview in a long time, so we've definitely got a lot to catch up on. Just a couple of minutes before I let you go then. The return of Adin and Gibb. Any talk with Liam Chivers? Any talk with Gibb? Any talk there at all?
The talk is that Gibb's retired. Our door is open. I want to clear this up once and for all. There are no negative feelings towards Gibb. Gibb is very welcome. We'd love to have him on the platform. I think him against Slim is a fight that everybody wants to see. But listen, I'm not going to beg the guy. If he wants to retire, if he doesn't want to fight or whatever, then it is what it is, and I wish him the best.
For Slim, I'm talking to him. He only fought twice. They're two very tough opponents, but only fighting twice last year. Do you reckon we'll see a more active version of Slim this year? Or do you reckon he just wants those super fights?
Well, I think he's got some really good fights potentially being worked on right now. So I'd love to see Slim more active. He'd love to be more active. And I think he did have a streak of just fight after fight after fight. So he was the one who wanted a little time off, and deservedly so. Came back, did what people thought was the impossible. And, now he's got some options.
Certainly. But it's very, very good to see. Last year, Misfits went to a majority of different countries, which is very good to see. Do you reckon we'll see Misfits Brazil this year, one in France, in Dubai? I know that the Saudi Arabia Prince responded to you. Did you see that?
No, did he respond to it?
No, actually, no. Not responded, but they said they didn't want any influence boxing fights, and you responded by saying, we never asked.
Said again.
Yeah.
So what's he referring to?
Well, he had Adam Salah versus Evil Hero fight, didn't he? And he also had Jake Paul as well out there.
Well, I think that's what, I look, at the end of the day, it's not everyone's cup of tea, and we respect it. So if that eliminates his desire to work with Misfits over there, that's absolutely fine. He's doing a madness for boxing, and I've got nothing but respect for what he's doing for that. We've never approached them to say, hey, let's do fights over there. So I was a little baffled, and then I put two and two together. And best of luck to everyone. And I think super fights is what we want to see. And if he's the only person capable of doing that,
you're not even in the thumbnail. One last thing then, the pro tournament happening on Misfits. Last year there was a lot of talk about it, the £1 million pro tournament. Any news on that for this year?
What?
The pro tournament.
Yeah.
Will that happen this year?
I think so, Fred.
Yes.
And we'll call it a wrap, yeah?
Okay, we'll call it a wrap.
And we'll see you on Fight Night.
See you on Fight Night. Thank you very much, man.
Okay, lots of love.
Perfect.